Today's episode, we found out the Yellow Ranger never cared. This man is a menace to society, and he owns it. Let's talk about it. Yo,
man, insane work, bro. But let's talk about this man, Fighter D, bro.
Man,
all I gotta say is this man was watching some short films on the Red Ranger.
Yo,
it made him mad, and out of nowhere, this dude turns into the most.
He locked in.
We've never seen a fight like this before.
Bro pulled off like a move straight out of One Piece, like he was Luffy. Like
he
extended arm,
packed up that monster like it was nothing.
But this ain't you.
But yeah, exactly. That makes me mad. That just shows like how capable he is of doing all these other things, right? But but whenever it comes to like a actual well-known person,
out by like legit Ranger recruits, and now he out here knocking out full Rangers.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think there's a, I think he just finally got the guts to like, you know what? I can't die. You might as well fight the way you want to.
Nah, for sure.
That's how he should have been fighting this whole time, though.
I think some of it too is like, this is him finally understanding that even like a lot of the Rangers, I feel like the head Rangers know who he is, what he is, and why he's around.
I think at this point they do.
Yeah,
he can just stay himself now. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the actual top Rangers like can't even be bothered to kill him, so he's just realizing like, like no one else can, and these guys are too lazy to do it because they think I'm ass.
I can just be out and about.
So he's just doing what he got to do right now, you know. But one part that threw me off was when he turned his arm into a sword and he was blocking the laser swords. I was like,
I'm telling you,
since when?
I'm telling you, bro.
He used to get cut in half.
Yeah, he used to be getting packed up by the littlest things,
bro.
And now he's over here playing Star Wars.
Yeah, I ain't know. Nah, that's a little inconsistent to me or something. They got to explain that one because I didn't think he was like that.
Yeah, we needed that. We needed that in season 1
for sure. He was getting destroyed in season 1.
Like what? Crazy.
But honestly, this episode had a whole lot of info. Like they were just dropping like bombs, like it was just casually in this episode. I was sitting there shook. Like, huh? Like, let's not even start with big stuff. First of all, the junior first rank for the Green Rangers is in that room with real Sakurama, and he tried his hardest to keep his situation under wraps.
He's been turned around the other way this whole time. And what makes it worse is that Fighter D Sakurama went to go visit her multiple times while she was locked up in there.
Yup.
So if he turns around and she sees that,
she knows.
It's over.
She already suspects.
She's going to actually break out of prison.
She might kill that man.
It's over. I'm telling you. Yeah. But it's crazy, though. At least Sakurama's actually trying to stay turned away because...
Oh, he has to.
It's only a matter of time.
Because, it's going to be cut.
It's only a matter of time.
I think what's even more intense about this whole situation is I feel like not even all the players are even, like, moving right now. So this episode, we really only got to see the Yellow Keeper, but everybody's here.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's cool though, because like now we've actually got to see all of the Rangers in action finally. Because last season we didn't really see
Pink for real.
We did actually. We did for.
She killed some regular people.
No, yeah, we saw her a little bit in season 1.
She killed some thugs. I remember,
but we didn't see really much with like the Yellow Keeper.
Oh no!
And no wonder why. Now we know. This man was plotting this whole time.
Yeah, man.
But we'll get to that. But so the Monster Society people pull up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That was insane. They had the little monster drugs, but it turns out they had the drugs that turns them into like boss monsters, basically.
Yup.
Insane.
And honestly, the way that worked was crazy. Because one, we got to see the return of the Snake Guy's power that they just spot earlier this season. Magatama, something like that.
Yeah.
And his powers, you know what I'm saying? Cool. We already know how they kind of work. He can create like those like illusion worlds and suck people into it. We got to see a boss monster that already been killed before the show even started. And her powers were tough.
I'm saying, like, I wanted to know about that boss monster. I'm glad they took her out though, because
she was a problem.
She must have been a problem.
On top of having like Rukia's moveset from Bleach, like she can just create all types of ice, fire it any type of way, like build structures with it.
They had to get her out of there.
You can't even attack her directly because she reflects it back. He was a problem. Who killed her?
Probably Yellow. I feel like Yellow because he knows. He just knows.
Yeah. Well, he knows for a reason, but we gonna get to that. Yeah. But we get to see kind of like what the boss monster would have been like in action through them, because low-key, they kind of got the whole move set fully from the boss monster. They didn't seem like a powered down version of it at all. Like they were low-key moving.
I feel like they still had a good all of it, but there was like once they took the second dose.
No. I think the first dose gives you the power, right? But they don't have the experience. The second dose gives you the experience, but they just didn't realize the second dose turns you into the boss monster. Because when he took the second dose, homie became Magatama straight up. Like he was like, "Welcome back." I was like, "Oh." So I think they were only supposed to take the second dose like at the absolute worst case. But I doubt they told him like what was going to happen to them if they took it, or if they did, then maybe they was just that crazy.
I mean, homie had nothing to lose anyway.
Yeah, his whole life was that short. Like he was definitely cooked.
They was doing drugs together. Are we really doing this? They're like intertwined and like.
Nah, I think they're about to do like a fusion dance. It was hard. But they definitely did their little thing until the Yellow Keeper pulled up on them, and then they had to low-key lock in. So they start using Magatama's powers. They put everybody in like a Fall Guys obstacle course, and they have to get to the top in order to get out of there. But in the meantime, like they have to like dodge the whole environment, and the floor under there is straight acid. So if you fall off the obstacle course,
I saw some of the other like backup rangers like pushing people into the acid.
Yeah, they was pushing the monsters in there.
Yeah, I was like, yo,
it was definitely a little crazy. But in the meantime, this is happening. Fighter D gets into a little predicament, and he almost falls to the acid, but he ends up escaping because that man got the best luck, low-key, when it come down to it. And he's trying to escape, and the Yellow Keeper just pulls up on him, right? And it was just weird to me because he was nowhere near him initially. So he pulls up on him. Mind you, whole time Fighter D is like climbing up this rock wall, trying to get all the way to the top.
Homie's like sideways, standing, not falling either.
Yeah, just straight walking up the wall slowly, chatting him up. I was like,
that means the muscles on them, man. It's just,
bro. Or he got, he has gadgets.
Or
he's
a
gadget.
Or he got that. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Insane.
Just like I say, he's aura farming on this man, Fighter D, while he's trying to get up there, right? And he's asking Fighter D for intel. And here's where it starts getting a little funky, okay? Because he says, "Hey, man, I haven't been around boss monsters in a while. Do you mind letting me know what they do again, since you have so much experience?" What do you mean?
Why do you know that?
Yeah.
Why do you know he's been fighting boss monsters?
Yellow's suspicious.
For sure.
He's extremely suspicious, okay? And then the whole time, like, Fighter D's just pissed. He's like, "Man, screw you. Like, I don't know anything. Like, just leave me alone." And then he's like, "Hey, you want to know about divine artifacts?" He didn't even ask.
He did say, "I don't know anything.
Bro.
Leave me alone again."
And then he was like, "Don't worry. Let me tell you."
But he goes and he says, "Those two over there, do they have actual real divine artifacts?" And that's where everything took a turn.
See, but he already knew.
I know he knew
that they didn't have them,
but he asked on purpose to see what he would say.
That's what why though is that like he just dropped like hella truth bombs on the whole show, just so casually. Like no one asked him, nobody asked him about it.
He just really wanted to do it.
Nah, but it's like he doesn't even see like Fighter D as a threat, like in any type.
Well, nobody
way,
does.
Yeah, but like just to tell him your evil plans, like, and all the things you have questions about, he's like, "Yeah, I did it." Huh? Yeah, I did it. Cool, huh? That just moved on. It's crazy. Because this man goes on to tell this man Fighter D, like, "Yo, the way the divine weapons were created is there's these things called the dragon gods, but most people can't use them. But there are a select few who know how to use it. But they didn't want to use it for the good of the people. So I took it upon myself to use them for the good of the people." And I was like,
diabolical work.
"What do you mean by use them?" And he's like standing in front of like a tube with a person in it. He's over here just grinning like, he was like, "I did it thousands of times. Don't worry, it finally worked out. Look, I have a divine artifact." And even like Spider P was like,
"Is that a human?
Is that a person?" That's a person. That's a person, bro. And before he even goes on to that, he was literally like, "Yeah, I created the boss monsters. And you. Is the Yellow Ranger the problem?" Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean you created it? Because he said these people at the Monster Protection Society recreated the Monster Transformation Serum. What do you mean they recreated it? Who created it first? It's problematic, bro. He's literally the cause, the solution. He's everything right now. This is disgusting. Because the whole thing about the Ranger Force is you need the Ranger Force to take care of the monsters. The Ranger Force made the monsters.
They did that so they could gain the fame, bro.
No,
there's just no other way why they would do this.
They problematic. Like I said, I don't know.
He really said,
guys are the bad guys.
I'm going to give the whole team their own divine artifact.
Bro.
And make more for the underlings, too. Insane.
This is so cooked, man. And I think what makes this even more, like, ridiculous is that this man, at the end of saying all of that, right? You see him like, well, there's one more divine artifact that you could potentially make because I used all of them except one. And it pans over to the Yellow Ranger girl, the first in charge.
His sister.
That's supposedly his sister. And she walked into a room led in there by the ex-Yellow Ranger, you know what I'm saying, that has a whole bunch of bodies and tools. This is some Shao Tucker stuff, bro.
I'm telling you.
This is crazy.
I'm telling you.
Because that just means maybe he only spared his sister. I'm assuming maybe those other people were like not related to her.
Yeah, but they all looked like her though.
They did all look like her in there. Unless she cloned herself or they cloned her.
She wouldn't do that.
I don't know, man. This is so messed up. I didn't think the show was that dark.
But it makes more sense now why he said good luck finding all the divine artifacts. Remember when he said that?
He did say that. It's a problem.
Good luck. I made them all.
I made them. I can make more.
That's insane, bro.
Dang,
he really said that to her.
So and she's just trying to collect her colleagues?
No, she knew.
Yeah, but she's trying to collect it. Those are all her homies. Or their brothers. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yo.
No wonder why she was hating on him so much.
I get it. He said, I'm going to kill you. She said, I'm going to kill him to his face. And he's like, yeah, I would too. I get it, bro.
Insane.
And that's what makes us even more nuts is like, as we keep going this episode, we find out that not only is he nonchalant, he also is a complete sociopath. Because as soon as they get through this, right, they have to fight the boss monster girl. And mind you, she pulls out a second syringe. So she's already got turned to the boss monster by the first one. She's about to use the second one. But in the midst of that, she fires an attack at them, trying to knock them all into the lava. Or the acid, rather. And while they're falling, right, Fighter D's tripping. Mind you, he's immortal. He's like, oh, this is bad.
Yeah, I don't know why he's tripping.
But that's how it looked, though. Like, the situation looked precarious. You know what I'm saying? His subordinates are also falling with them, right? And he's just sitting there like, dang, her powers are pretty strong. Because early in the episode, they explained that the second girl, her boss monster powers came from, I forgot what her name started with, but it's like an octopus boss monster, right? The one with the ice powers. She can reflect stuff. So he's like, dang, like, I forgot. How did we kill this one again?
Insane, bro.
He's like, I haven't done this in a long time. It was so simple. And mind you, he's like, yo, do something. Save us. And then he's like, oh, I get it. You just have to hit her without aiming at her. And his subordinate literally like falls in front of her. He shoots at him, cuts through him, and kills her. Like, he didn't even flinch. He didn't tell him, I'm sorry. Usually that's at least what they tell you. I'm sorry. And
they both literally got cut in half.
Dog.
Both of them. And then they landed in the acid with four pieces together in there.
This dude's a problem, bro. Like I said,
that was nasty work, bro.
At the end of the last episode, I was like, yo, this monster association gotta go. They doing too much. They turning regular people into monsters. I'm thinking the Rangers gotta do something about them. I didn't know they stole this out of the Ranger playbook. Rangers been turning people into monsters. They're like, hey, you guys aren't even giving them cool forms and stuff. They just look like
it's either that or they get turned into an artifact, man.
Bro. I get Fighter D now. I was talking crap about how he could have choose a sign. I understand it now.
Yeah, there's too many.
Everybody got a little messed up.
Yeah, everybody got to go, bro.
You got to kill everybody.
Everybody got to go, bro.
Because, like, how the monsters look like victims right now?
I'm going to say the only one
experimented on me, implanted a divine artifact, and turned me into a snake dude. Yeah, I'm messing y'all up.
I'm gonna say the only two Rangers that don't gotta go right now is the new Blue Ranger because he just got forced into this.
Yeah, and he already quit.
And the Green Ranger.
Yeah, he got a family, man. I don't know how much he knows though, Depending on how much he knows,
I think he knows everything,
problem.
bro. Because he records everything, and he has a camera thing that's always on Fighter D anyway. So he knows.
But what if the reason he records those is because he doesn't know everything?
Yeah, he doesn't know everything, so he uses that to see.
Because I feel like if he knew Yellow was on this, making more work for him, because his whole division is about killing the boss monsters. I'd kill Yellow.
He knows that.
On sight.
I think he likes doing it for enjoyment, though. That's what makes him weird and crazy.
We're going to have to see, man. Because right now, I'm sick. I'm just sick. And to top it all off, right, after this dude kills his subordinate, mind you, the girl that works with him, she's slow. She might be smart, but she's slow. How you just be like, oh, you are evil? What are you talking about? Oh. This man been creating human weapons this whole time in your lab.
Yeah.
You knew what type of topic he was. And she finally figured out because she killed one of his subordinates to kill a monster. Like, relax. And after that,
she had to glaze him on purpose though, so she don't get packed up too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I know you peeped.
After he just finished destroying the freaking stairs, bro, he left everybody alone with the boss monster. He destroyed the way out. Bro's a demon, a complete demon, bro. Like I don't know.
Proceeds to say, "Oh, I don't care about any of them." Right.
Oh, man, this might be crazy to say, but he got aura. Yellow got aura. Is it good aura? No, it's evil aura. But it's aura, okay?
He's the problem.
That boy cooking. That boy's a problem. I don't even know where he's going with this at this point. Like I feel like his goal is so vague, right? Because I think at least the way they're depicting his character, all he really cares about is science. But like, what is his goal with that science? Because to me, he's already achieved everything he wants to achieve.
He has everything that he wanted to do already at this point.
So like, what is he even doing at this point? That's what's scary about him.
He just wants to cause chaos at this point now. Because he's already done everything. Like, I don't know. I don't know what else he could want.
Like, does he actually care about, like, maybe society?
I don't think he cares about that either.
But then why would he even come to this? I wouldn't even claim. I would have been like, nah, I ain't even...
I don't know what he's thinking, bro. We're always going to be 2 steps behind on him anyway.
Nah, yeah, because he's different, bro. Like,
scary.
The fact that he just gave up his plans, that easily tells me whatever his real plans are nefarious.
Yeah, they're probably...
His real plans got to be some crazy stuff. Because he just, bro, everything we've been asking questions about for the last season and a half. Oh, yeah. I made that. I did this. I killed them. Yep, I'll do it again. Like, what are you talking about?
And he says, I know I'm crazy. But that don't matter.
He's a problem, bro. I thought Red Ranger was a problem. It's Yellow. Somebody got to check his USB drive. There's some world domination plans on there. He works in the boss monsters for real, man.
Well, I mean, he made them, so what do you expect? He's worse than the boss monsters because he made them.
He is their father. That's crazy, man. Y'all let us know what y'all thought of this episode, man. I gotta give this one a 10 out of 10. This was crazy.
10 out of 10. Let's try it again.
Oh my god. Like, leave some comments down below. What are your theories? Because I'm cooked. My brain not even working right now, bro.
Well, I think what makes this anime so wild is like when we first like heard about it like last year, like we already assumed that like the Rangers were the good guys, and like turns out it was a totally completely different thing, right? And then we keep watching it in season 2, and we thought it was gonna go in this direction about them just going off to kill off the boss monsters. Turns out it's something totally different again. That's what I like about this anime, is it just doesn't tell you what's gonna happen, bro. It's always something different. That what you think is gonna happen, and it doesn't happen that way.
As soon as you start assuming like one side is worse than the other, like, nope. Actually, it's just too intertwined at this point. Like, our boy Fighter D really might have to pack up everybody.
He's gonna figure it out. The way he fight right now is possible.
He still need help.
He's not getting hit right now, though.
Yeah, he's not getting hit.
That's all I gotta say.
At least for him, I'll accept it. That's progression, man. But y'all let us know what y'all think about this episode down below. Aside from that, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch y'all. Peace.